My dear, your beauty could silence the loudest storm in my soul. You look like someone I'd ruin my healing for. Your face, soft enough to worship, dangerous enough to crave. You walked in, and my wounds begged to love again. Even your silence makes my heartbeat dress up. I stare because I want to remember you before the world changes you. Your smile feels like a sin I'd gladly repeat. You weren't made to be looked at. You were made to be felt. Every time you blink, someone forgets their heartbreak. You look like you're hiding secrets that would ruin me beautifully. I never believed in beauty until I saw it breathing in you. I don't want to touch you. I want to tremble beside you. You walk like heaven lost an angel and never told earth. You're not just attractive. You look like a lesson I'm scared to learn. God painted you on a night he couldn't sleep. I saw you and realized desire isn't always sinful. Your beauty doesn't scream, it whispers where it hurts. You make looking away feel like betrayal. Even the stars turn shy when you show up. You don't just look good, you look like home after war. If my eyes could touch, you'd be wrapped in fire. You're the kind of beautiful that ruins loneliness forever. You don't look real, but my soul reacts like you are. Your presence makes gravity feel optional. You walked past, and my heart forgot its heartbreaks. I've stared at art. Nothing ever stared back like you. You're what mirrors want to reflect but never can. Your beauty feels like a secret I'm not supposed to know. I fear your beauty will haunt me long after you leave. You're not attractive, you're magnetic chaos wrapped in skin. If silence had a face, it would look like you. You walk like you've been whispered into every poem I've read. Your gaze isn't safe. It's an invitation to drown. Every version of me wants to get lost in you. Your beauty makes peace impossible. But who wants peace now? You are the only mirror I trust with my longing. Your lips look like something I should apologize to. You walked in, and my shadows whispered your name. Even angels would envy the curve of your sorrow. You look like the kind of truth people deny themselves. Looking at you is like hearing the universe confess. You're not dressed, you're draped in allure and prophecy. Your face is why poets never sleep. I'd forgive the devil if he brought me to you. You look like you've ended lovers and never apologized. Your beauty tastes like revenge on every ex I survived. You carry the kind of beauty that dares pain to try again. You're what midnight thinks about when the stars get quiet. Your presence made my confidence feel naked. I want to be the mirror that makes you blush. You wear pain so beautifully, it becomes perfume. Your hands look like they've held lifetimes. You smile like you've broken hearts by accident. Every time I look at you, I remember my sins and smile. You're the temptation I never learned how to refuse. You look like a blessing disguised as chaos. My eyes weren't prepared for someone like you. You're attractive, but it's your energy that's illegal. I don't want you, I want to unravel you. You're dressed in silence, and it's louder than anything I've heard. Your beauty is heavy, it rests on me like longing. You are the storm I want to get lost in. You're not made for glances, you're made for stares that beg. I want to touch your soul, but your face keeps distracting me. You look like the type who leaves people forever changed. If hunger had a shape, it would look like you. You look too good to just be passing by. You wear desire like royalty wears crowns, effortlessly. Your voice hasn't spoken yet, and I'm already ruined. You're made of glances, secrets, and unsaid heartbreaks. I've never wanted to be looked at until you looked back. Your beauty made me forget why I came here. Looking at you is like reading a forbidden scripture. I'd pray to your face if it meant you'd stay. You look like the climax of every love story I never had. You don't walk, you arrive. If danger had a face, it would blush when it sees you. I didn't believe in spells until you smiled. You look like what silence dreams of becoming. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote and subscribe for more. You're not attractive. You're a memory I haven't lived yet. I could write books about your expression alone. You made my loneliness jealous. One look from you, and I question everything wholly. I'm not supposed to stare, but you look like a sin I need. Your beauty teaches me how to ache. You didn't walk in, you rewrote the atmosphere. You're what longing would look like if it wore perfume. You smell like someone I once dreamed about. Your glance, that's where wars begin and end. I don't know if you're healing or harm, but I want more. You carry the weight of every unspoken desire. You dress like you're hiding how much power you have. You look like the reason someone's healing got delayed. You make lust look like a spiritual experience. If desire could speak, it would whisper your name. You're the distraction I prayed for in secret. You walk in like a climax waiting to happen. I looked at you, and my self-control flinched. You're not just attractive, you're punishment and paradise. Your beauty feels like déjà vu from another lifetime. You look like what my shadow wanted to protect. You're not pretty, you're a full-blown revelation. You look like a warning dressed as a miracle. My body forgot all its trauma when you appeared. You look like someone who ruins the strong. Your smile could make guilt feel seductive. You walk like hearts are made for breaking. You don't just look good, you look prophetic. Your eyes are the confession I've been afraid to say. You're what desire would paint if it had hands. Every step you take feels like a verse in scripture. You look like something fate regrets letting go. My instincts said no. My soul said stare longer. Your beauty with teeth and memory. You make forgetting every X too easy. You look like the first lie I'd believe again. You weren't born, you were summoned. You wear attraction like it's oxygen. Your body language reads like holy sin. Even the moon envies your glow. You're too beautiful for small talk. You look like you've wrecked lovers without touching them. You're attractive, but your silence is what seduced me. You make emotional detachment feel like betrayal. I want to memorize your flaws before someone else does. You look like someone I'd never survive. You walked in, and my heartbreak begged for a second chance. You look like the aftertaste of a dream I shouldn't have. I'd risk closure just to hear your laugh again. You're not made for glances. You're made for devotion. You look like you've been whispered into every sleepless night. Your beauty is loud, even in silence. Your attraction wrapped in secrets. You make loyalty jealous of desire. You're the kind of stunning that forces surrender. I want to ruin my peace just to touch you. You carry heat in your stillness. You look like you've seen heaven and broke its rules. You're not love, you're obsession dressed as calm. You look like a goodbye I'd beg to relive. My logic left when your lips curled into that smile. You're not hot, you're holy. Your beauty makes patience feel like punishment. You're the type of soul people ache to survive. Your aura flirts before your eyes do. You're the fantasy every past lover feared. Even time pauses when you pass by. Your existence feels like a confession from the universe. You don't age, you unfold. You look like heartbreak wrapped in silk. Your silence says more than other people's love letters. You're so stunning, my heartbreak apologized for existing. You look like the past I'm still burning for. If fire could flirt, it would look like you. You're a paradox I want to live inside. Your body language writes poems in my chest. You're the reason desire learned how to pray. You look like you were sculpted by longing. You weren't made to be understood. You were made to be adored. You're too breathtaking for normal conversation. Your beauty is the thunder behind my calm. You're not just attractive, you're addictive in disguise. Your face carries a past I want to unravel. You look like what silence aches for. You smiled, and my pride abandoned me. You look like my favorite mistake, waiting to happen. You exist like a memory I haven't earned yet. You're not a crush. You're a quiet war. You shine like heartbreak's revenge. You're dressed like a fantasy I'm scared to live. You walked in, and every prayer changed its subject. You look like a love letter with teeth.